What is up? What is up? Hello, guys. Here we go again. I feel like I start every stream that way, but we are actually going again here. Yeah, it's been a while since the last stream. That was the summer. Hopefully, you got a vacation and did something fun, and now you're rested and going back to work. I know that I am. And yeah, this stream will be quite interesting. I will go through some stuff that happened during the summer in the Webflow land, maybe in Figma land. And yeah, then I'm gonna start a new design project in Figma. So I have done a discovery for a new client of mine, and we're gonna start drafting like the first pages of a website. But before we go any further, I'm gonna check that the stream works, and then we'll get to it. Leave a comment in the chat, and if you're not live, you can check the timestamps to jump ahead. Okay. Let's see. YouTube works fine. It seems that there is. Let's refresh that one. Yeah, we're live on Twitch too. That's good. No errors. Yeah, I don't know about you, but this streaming thing, this is quite interesting. You have to like do a lot of stuff, like understand and use quite a few like tools, software to stream. So it's not as easy as it could be. And you can see that my stream is not like too polished. If you go to Twitch and see like actual streamers, like people who stream like gaming content, they have this all of this beautiful layouts, scenes they might be called. But yeah, maybe someday I will be there too. Today I'm not streaming to the, is it horizontal, like the shorts feeds. I'm just doing the regular stuff, just trying to get going after a long break. But yeah, okay, let's check what has happened. I'm gonna just show you some. Actually, I'm gonna use this scene. Yeah. So my last stream was before the summer, and when my vacation started, after a day or two, Webflow came up with the new interactions panel. So that was quite big. There's, of course, GZAP integrated to that. You should check out the videos or try it out yourself. It's quite cool, quite powerful. Well, it's new. I have done some things with it, and it feels quite exciting, but I haven't mastered it yet, I gotta say. Yeah, but it feels like that you can do like maybe 80% of everything you could do with the GZAP just in the more simple interface in Webflow. So that's, of course, a great thing. And there's a little button, not button, like checkbox, split text, which, if you know, that has been quite big deal in the interactions world, and now it's very simple and easy. So that is one of the first things you will find in the UI, and one of the like best features for a quite new user. I would say that more experienced ones too. So yeah, but that's maybe the biggest thing that has happened, but you have probably heard about that already and watched some videos. So I'm gonna go through a little bit of what else is coming and has come. For example, real-time collaboration. Two people can edit like in Designer at the same time. That is awesome. I'm not sure when that comes to a like out of beta, so comes to the production for everyone, but we'll be waiting for that one. Then there's of course Webflow Cloud. Interesting stuff, especially for the more development oriented people, Webflow people. Yeah, you can basically host your apps in Webflow servers. And there are also like some updates coming to the like hosting, like the basic hosting services, like hosting the site plans. I got an email that I should like update some of the DNS settings from my domains that, well, the domains do not host the site, but anyway, the DNS settings for the published sites. But that's quite new, and I'm still waiting for more information. Yeah, there's the interactions thing, Webflow analyze thing. I'm not gonna go there today, but of course that's interesting for the people who use the analyze feature. Tooltips, small little thing. I'm going to show you. Yeah, you can add tooltips for component properties. Nice little thing to help your client to use the components. Timothy Briggs, of course, has a video about this already and everything else. He's just so fast with those videos. So I don't know. He might get a little heads up about the features, or else he's just too fast. Yeah, that's a optimized feature. Link a little search field, llms.txt file. So this refers to the large language models. This is quite a new thing in the, let's say, SEO space. You can add this little txt file for the AI LLMs. It's kind of like a overview of your site, the most important like information and links. I believe the jury is still out on whether or not this is a thing you should do. Like, people are testing it out in the SEO space. But yeah, it's possible to add. That's the main thing. If you decide to add it, it's in the SEO tab in your project settings. And you can ask AI to create that for you. Not in the Webflow settings, but if you want to add something like that, maybe check the AI created thing before you do. Because I tried to, well, it's probably a couple of weeks ago, I tried to add one for one of my customers or clients. And yeah, AI did not do a too good of a job creating that. So yeah, check it out. There's some on-canvas editing, workspace member invite reviews. Yeah. I believe these are a bit older. And these are the same things. Yeah. But anyway, I feel that there was quite a lot of stuff going on during the summer when I was on my vacation. So of course it feels that the world turns faster when you are not working. I don't know. Yeah, I might do some videos about the things, or I just might do the streams and podcasts. We'll see. I actually have a podcast recording today, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tell you who it is with, but yeah, I'm trying to get back on the content creation saddle. Yeah, what else? Okay, maybe a little update about where I'm heading. If you have followed me like from the start of the year, you know that I made a goal video, like goals for this year. And now basically at least half of the year has passed. And I gotta say, I'm not at the pace that I'm reaching my goals. So one goal was to make a video per week. I'm quite far from that, but I feel that I'm still like on a better level uh, with my routines, and I'm like planning more ahead. Of course, the podcasting is very helpful. It's an easy way to do content, but like regular YouTube videos, long form YouTube videos, those are quite hard to make. I'm wondering if I should do like more like blog style content or try it out, because I feel that the Webflow tips uh, space is a bit saturated. I just cannot do as good of a job as a Timothy Riggs, or there's others like Francesco doing so cool videos and so cool examples. So I kind of think that I have to come up with something original for myself. What other goals were there? Oh, the awards goal. Yeah. This far, I have submitted one website for review, and with the new clients, I'm planning to do such a good job that I will happily post that. So that would be two. But I believe I said that I would submit five. So uh, that's not happening. But I'm already uh, over the first like 0 to 1 step. So that is good. And there was probably a third goal, but I cannot remember what that is. Yeah, I should do maybe a review video of that next like January or something like that. Yeah, okay. But let's go to the actual content. So I'm gonna open this page. So this is my client. This is the old page, and as you can see, it's quite good, but not there yet. This is a Webflow page using Relium components, and now we should like get this to another level. So I have had a meeting with my client, and we've talked about what they do, what they hope to see, and so on. And yeah, I have done some customer personas or user personas, whatever you want to call them. And I'm at the stage where I want to start drafting the like first page layouts, maybe the first section, the hero section. So I'm gonna take you guys with me and show you how I start the project, like the Figma project. I'm gonna use Reloom as well, and that means I'm gonna use, what is it called, client first. I'm not sure if you have seen, but client first is going to get an update hopefully soon. There's already a beta, client first beta project, which utilizes variables quite well. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, now I'm rumbling on, going on a tangent. But yeah, I'm going to use this Reloom thing where I have sketched the sitemap. There's some wireframe. Of course, well, that's always like automated. I'm going to focus on the first page. First page. And maybe the first sections. There's also the style guide. I have actually edited this a bit. So there are fonts, the colors. That client has given me the logo. Actually, I should use the logo. The one thing is that the logo will update sometime soon. The client will update the logo. It is not finalized yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Should I use the old logo or the draft of the new one? Maybe the draft of the new one. Yeah. That's better. Okay, but first things first, if I want to export this, I'm gonna need to get a copy of the Figma kit. And yeah, I believe this too has been updated during the summer, so I'm gonna start a fresh copy. I wouldn't like to log in, just a sec. I also have a ChatGPT project for that. I'm going to talk about that later. That's quite helpful. I'm going to log into Figma of the screen, so just bear with me. Mm-hmm. Here we go, and it already opens it in here. Here we go. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff. Actually, I should probably, yeah, let's do this. Let's rename it first, and I want to move it to somewhere else. Yeah, it's in the drafts. Move file. New projects. And now I should find it somewhere here. All the way down. Let's move it back up. Here we go. And yeah, I already have the fonts and the colors in Reloom, so I hope that I'm somehow able to sync them to here. It's been a while since I have done this, so it has been updated quite a few times after that. So I'm gonna briefly check if there are any guides for that. Yeah, that I have done. Reloom app, Reloom plugin. Yeah, that's cool. Project in Figma. There were no. Do I just have to? Yeah, maybe I just have to. Like import the design and then like make the components, not component, the variables. Import style guide. Yeah, this is the one I want to import. Let's see. And it's working. They're magic. If you happen to be watching, just say hi in the chat. That would mean a world to me. I know that I did not like publicly say that I'm gonna go live. And yeah, I have not done this too many times, so I'm not expecting many viewers, but if there's someone out there, say hi. Memory running low, okay. While it's doing that, I'm going to say that, yeah, I have been planning to try out the other frameworks, especially the Lumos one. I have tried that. There was one stream, one video about that when I tried it, and it's amazing. But yeah, it's tough to change your whole like process. So, and the Lumos one, there's a learning curve. If you are currently like learning Webflow, you know that it is not the easiest apps. And there's a similar thing with the Lumos one. It's cool and powerful, but you really gotta like practice and figure out all the things before you're confident to use it in a actual real project. But quite a few people are using that instead of client first. I'm hopeful that the client first framework will get some great updates so that it can be like the 80-20 of the Webflow frameworks. Okay, let's see. Do I have a style guide here? Typography seems to be correct. This is awesome. How about the blues? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm getting excited. The logo is the logo, but I'm going to fix that. Radius. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and in here, I believe my radius things, like cardon images, were on the sharp edges. So there's not like radius at all. Shadows, there's a little bit of shadows. There's the logo things, icons. Whoa, there's quite a few icons. Well, of course, those are the material icons. Okay. Let's see. What am I gonna do next? I'm gonna find the logo. I might be doing that on a Let's see. Yeah, I have this brand book, as I said. It's now finalized. And I do now have the proper files. So what I am going to do is do a dirty little screenshot. Yeah, I know that I'm doing this off the screen. Hang on. Here's the logo. And then I'll just paste it down here somewhere. Here we go. And then let's see. There's a remote background, edit, make an image, rename. I have this app or add-on, Image Tracer. I just was checking if the Figma had done a native feature for image trace. That would be awesome. Okay, yeah. So show path, show points, fade image, yeah. I believe that's quite clear. Threshold. I believe that is just good. Place traced with the vector. Yeah, that's close enough. It's not like perfect, as you can see. I also can like change the letters to actual text, but I'm not going to do that. That will be our logo. And I'm going to cut it and find the logo. Where was it? UI elements. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Replace that and make it smaller. Oh, that is. Just going to feed that in like that. Change the color. Don't I have libraries? I believe I should have series blue. Do I have like the text? Color scheme. Oh yeah, I didn't remember that. The Reloom style guide does the color scheme, so yeah. Okay, let's go with the series blue. I'm gonna take the logo, go with the black one, replace it, and you are series lightest, maybe. Let's go with those. Should I change the placeholders? Maybe I should, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. Let's see. I do not have the sitemap. I'm not going to import the sitemap yet. I will. But I want to I believe I will make some edits to the sitemap. So I'm gonna edit it on the Reloom side, have a discussion with the client, and yeah, then import it to the Figma. So maybe same thing with wireframe. I'm not gonna import it as it is because yeah, it is not finalized. Concept, okay, and then there's design. I'm gonna use the concept tab, and I'm gonna open the Reloom app, the project that I have. It's the design. I'm gonna just use the home page. Concept one, yeah, let's do that. No, I'm not using Figma sites. Oh, yeah, Reloom somehow supports the Figma sites thing. I'm not sure what that means. Do they like use auto layout more or something like that? But yeah, in a way, it's interesting to see where the Figma site goes, how it holds up. Of course, it's an exciting thing, but then again, it's not there yet, as you probably know. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna edit that. I'm gonna delete the home page at this point. Oh, that's such a small logo. I'm trying to make you bigger while you are not. Let's detach. Okay, let's make it like that. Okay, so we have a starting point, but this is clearly not enough. I'm gonna focus on the first section, the hero section. And yeah, we should. The aim is to make this like very, very cool looking. Like this is the section that gives the wow factor for the site, the first impression. And I really like the two column layout. It's familiar to most, and when the content is right, it feels at the same time familiar and cool, like understandable and somehow fancy. Well, not fancy, depending on the content, the imagery and such. Just imagine that you would like replace this image with some kind of 3D graphic or something like that. It instantly gives a cool vibe for the site. And the layout itself is quite basic. That's the thing with the website. You kind of need to be familiar, use the conventions like navigation and links and buttons, but you still want to make a good first impression. So you gotta do something. Okay. I had an idea. So if like bioinformatics is not like familiar to you, or phages, the company itself actually like makes phage technology. They kind of sell phages, and phages are these viruses that target the bacteria. So imagine that you have a bacteria that is resistant to the, what are those, antibiotics. Then you might be able to use phages to help that antibiotics, or even like make them obsolete altogether. The problem is that there are millions of phages that are highly targeted to specific bacteria, and you kind of need to find the right one. And that's where precision phage helps you. And yeah, I'm gonna, that's one. And then there, maybe the biggest like product that they have is this software called Phagenomics. And it has also a page, and I'm gonna try to find some like imagery from here. So you can see that there is, if I zoom in, let's see if this works. There is this past thing right here, kind of a UI element with signals when the analysis is ready. Did you find a proper or good face for yourself? I kind of want to use that one on the hero, and then I want to use this kind of image of the phage, and also a genome ring. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Yeah, something like this, which basically shows the genome, parsed genome. When you analyze the phage and its DNA, you get this ring. And if I understand correctly, those people who like do this stuff, this tells something to them, and I want to kind of like communicate in here. I want to communicate the phage that we are talking about. Phages, that's itself is quite almost a cliche, but if you have a tire company, there should be some tires on the website. So we are talking about phages. So let's put a image of a phage here, the genome ring, and a little like UI element. And let's start from there. But the problem is that I do not have those assets ready. So I'm wondering if I should do it with that. I also have this other tool. Again, I'm just going to sign in off screen. Hold on. Here we go. So let's go to image generator. So quite a simple prompt. So let's see what we get. Okay, yeah, that's not the virus I'm looking for. Page. That is not a page. Okay. What's that? Is it bacterial? And also, I did it. I was about to talk Finnish to you guys. I was about to say that I did not. Did not write that correctly. So let's try this one. Nope, that is not the right one. Let's try this one. I'm gonna actually, yeah. I also could try to, there's so many tools. Image editor, upscaler, stock. There should be some sort of style reference. No, use stock community. Use image, okay. I'm gonna save that. And it's a GIF file, of course. Why everything has to be so hard. Okay. But now I'm thinking that that might be a style, more like a style than a reference image. If this is not gonna work, I'm gonna try ChatGPT. Yep, that is not it. Yeah, maybe my prompt is quite off. I need a. Should I say blue? Bluish? Maybe highly detailed version. Yeah, that for the heroes section. And let's see, how does the ChatGPT do? Okay, I can already see that I forget to mention that I would like to have a white background because I'm going to remove the background, obviously. Okay, this takes longer than I expected, but hopefully there's something good coming up. Yeah, we're not making a lot of progress on the Figma side. But then again, the first image and the first title, they are the kind of like the money makers. So I'm fine with spending some time on those. And what I usually do is I do a couple of drafts from the first page, little bit different styles for the customer. And yeah, then we start the conversation from there. Okay, we got something. Yeah, it's blue. It's still a thingy, a phage. It has the same structure, I believe. That's good. But it's not the style I'm looking for. So, okay, what is the style I'm looking for? Let's try to write that. That's good. But let's make it look like computer graphics and use a clear white background. Yeah, background. Yeah, this is of course like just drafting the things. I might be forced to ask the client to provide me with some material, some images, especially for the genome ring. I know that they generate a specific kind of genome ring in the software, so I want to, of course, show a like proper ring on the background. And what else? Yeah, as I mentioned, the logo and the stuff, they are not finalized. So in many cases, many times, the website project starts before everything else is ready. So that is kind of a bummer, but that's the way it goes. And I'm fine with that. Of course, there are some like designers that are quite strict about it, so that the client should just finalize the logos and whatever style guide or graphic uh, stuff they have in the making, and then one can move to the web design part. Okay, this is still a drawing. I can see from here. It's a bit better. Yeah, it is a bit better. Okay. What if can I just say, make it look less like a drawing and more like a, let's say, 3D model. While it is doing that, I'm gonna jump to the Figma, and no, I'm actually gonna try to find that and make a little reference image. Okay, that's a good quality image. Maybe a bit too good. I want to crop it. Yeah. Is it always so hard to crop an image? This is the part I want to showcase in the hero. I could put it right there as it is, but I believe I can do it a bit better. I can see that there are different like fonts and icons. Where should I start? Do I have typography styles? Yes, I do. That's quite on par. I'm gonna make a group for that. Apply a little auto layout, and this is title, bro. Let's say you're down there. I'm gonna duplicate that. Do like that. Pagenomics. Verification tagline is quite a small. Like that. And I'm not gonna use the, I want to of course give the user a case or a reference of what it could feel like when the verification or the audit passes. So I'm gonna make a background. Where's the background fill? I'm gonna use the same green. There was not a green in the color scheme. I want a light one like that. Okay, that changed nothing, but well, that's good enough. Okay, then the list. Maybe I'm just gonna copy this one, put it back there. I'm gonna delete this one, and you do not have that, but you will have a stroke like that. Okay, that's good. Maybe a background too, actually. The white is good for now. And you are also the green one. The stroke is quite small. I'm gonna increase that a bit. I'm gonna make a group for that. Then I should find some icon. Icon, please. Assets. Star. Can I just check mark, please? Yes, I do. Insert, please. You're gonna be okay, that's good, but you are not like that. Should be there. What pushes the, here we go, frame. Y. 0, please. Okay, width, hug the contents like that. I'm gonna, this is list. Gonna group those together, and another frame, another, what's that? Auto layout. Here we go. I'm gonna put that as a green. Also, there's the green already. Oh, I wish I could just copy from the image. And that frame should hug the contents like that. Maybe the checkbox could be a bit bigger, like that. And that could be like that. Okay, can I now? Yes, I can. Okay. Hug the contents, height and white, hug the content. And this is 2. How hard it is to hug. I'm quite detail oriented right now because when I show the things to the customer or the client, I want to kind of give a proper idea what the end result could look like. I know that there are a lot of things to go through, but the first thing is of course important. I do not want to show them like wireframes. I want to show them something that is like whole, and then we can take a step back and discuss about the structure and those things. But if I show the something like not ready, the client, the first impression is kind of wasted, if you know what I mean. And even if people like know that is not like the end result, it's harder to get excited about the thing. You can see that I'm not able to do multiple things at the same time. Okay, so we have that one. I'm gonna misspell that one too. Here we go. Let's see. Is that the best we can do? Let's say for now it is. Please open the image so I can. Oh. Start building, replacing. Okay, that is not the image I wanted to add. File, I'm gonna place it here. Place, here it goes. I should really learn that. What is going on? Why are you so? I'm going to rename this. I'm going to copy it and try again. So you do not. What is this? Let's try if I can open it in Affinity Photo. Where's my Affinity? Affinity. Oh, there it is. So even that. Let's try again. File type is not supported. What is it with it? Okay. Invalid. What? Is it cannot even show it in here. Okay. Please generate that image. I'm hopeful. Was it because I didn't have my window open? That would be weird, but let me know if you have had some similar issues. Yeah, I'm going to somewhat finish this first draft of the first like hero section, and yeah, this could progress a bit faster. I wish I had already like 3 versions, but the image generation and the idea generation is probably the most time consuming part of this. So yeah, it's all fine. I'm not in a hurry. There it comes. There it comes. Let's just copy that. Try again. Straight to. I'm going to replace this image. Okay, that's too small. How about here? Why I cannot see the image? Okay, here we go. Way too big. And let's use the magic. Remove background. Beautiful. Let's crop that a bit. I do not need anything like unnecessary. Here we go. Maybe turn it a bit like that. Beautiful. Quite good, quite good. There's a column. I'm going to group this one because I know I'm going to put other stuff there. This is quite big. Should I flatten this? Yeah, I'm going to take a copy of this. Frame, group, flatten. Why did you take away my background? Well, there, and you will be like that, a bit smaller. Maybe back there. Then I'll have to make this a bit smaller. Come on, I did not want that. Oh, how hard could this be? Oh yeah, it's linked to that. Oh, these are like, okay, yeah. I did not remember that there are variables for that too. Text small, tiny. Tiny is a bit too small, small. Yeah, that's good. Not that one, this one. Heading 5, no. Text regular, that's good. You will be filling the container, and then I'm gonna take away a bit of those and those two, and all the checkboxes. You will be smaller. Like that. Okay, quite good. There's too much space there. A bit better. I might make it even smaller. A little bit of those rounded corners because that's cool. Maybe you could be a bit lower, and what if we could what if we could okay, make this even a bit bigger like that. Yeah, the past sign is now pushing. I kind of wanna push the past out of that, out of the original like container. That's quite good. Could we go even bigger? Maybe take away that. Okay, that did nothing. Maybe this one. Better, yeah. And now all I'm missing is that. Is that circle. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Misspell everything as always. Maybe simple. Is there anything simple about the genomes? Is that good? How about virus? genome circle, yeah. That is maybe the best one out of these. Maybe this one. Way too crowded. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Or maybe I should actually do this. Let's use Wikipedia. Hopefully WebP goes to here. Add files. Make a simplified version of that. It will be used as background for the hero section. Oh, I forget to mention that it should be blue. Damn. Yeah, you did not, please. Has a blue theme. Maybe. Yeah, that is kind of it, but is that too simple? Yeah. I just realized that I didn't even read the read the answers, so it was asking me a bit more information about what I wanted to do. So that's kind of cool, but I was just too hasty to see that. What are those? Oh my god. Yeah, this is too simple again. I'm gonna keep looking. Phage genome, yeah, okay. Now there's some information. Should I use that? Of course, I'm not. The client is not allowed to use that. There's another picture. Another one. Another one. But the client will be able to give me an actual image that they have. This will be okay. I'm just gonna quickly erase some parts of this. Maybe the inner layers. There's probably something very important in these layers, but I'm not gonna show it right now. Should I include those? All the texts. Maybe I'll export. What would be the easiest way to erase this? This is not clearly it. This will be good enough. If you're watching this, give me a give me a like or something. This must be quite horrible to watch. Here we go. Not like that. More like this. And where did it go? There we go. Still a bit smaller. We're gonna fine tune this side. Here we go. And we're gonna crop it like it's hot. Constraint. I do not need that. Or that. Or that. Yeah, this is not as good as I thought it would be at this point, but we're getting there. You are right there, below that one. Maybe more like that. Quite good. Okay. Then I'm gonna apply a little trick. Hopefully it works. I wanna do a little rectangle. Where's the rectangle? Who moved the tools? There it is. Inside of that. And you are. Why are you not? Was my serious black? Serious blue, I mean. And appearance, not that one, this one. Color. What's the color? There it is. Well, that's blue. That's kind of blue. Yeah, this is still not as good as it should be. Let's make a little effect, drop shadow, yeah. A little bit of, not that much. That's blur. The text needs something. I'm gonna do like that. Rapid, reliable page discovery at analysis. And yeah, that's again one difficult word. Should I like add a color to those? Yeah, it does something. The background clearly needs also something. Or does it? Do I have a heavier? Yes, I do. What if I just make it bigger? I do not have any sizes. If that's 72, this could be 87. Create a variable. Okay, that is big. Yeah, I'll need to work on this. I'll probably show you some results on the later streams, or maybe in LinkedIn or something like that. But yeah, there's the first draft. Not that cool yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll promise. And yeah. Okay, our stream has been going on for 1.5 hours, so I think it's time for us to do something else. Take a little space and come back to the design thing. I'm already feeling hungry and I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna take you to the bathroom with me, so I believe we're gonna end this stream right about here. But if you got something out of this, please leave a subscribe, maybe a like, maybe even a comment. Comments afterwards, like not live comments, are totally cool too. And yeah, it was nice to hang with you guys. Well, there was not a lot of people hanging with me, but nice to talk to you guys. And yeah, start this fall period. The rest of the year is ahead of us, and let's do something cool. Stay tuned and so on. I guess that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And now I should find